Hi, we are Group 10 and are here to represent the company Sportique. My name is Gabby Senti, and I'm also with Sam Reed, Jacob Springer, Jan Antoni, Grant Fuller, and Michael Kelly. Sportique is created in 1998 out of Denver, and they have since expanded into Colorado Springs and Boulder. Their products include new and used scooters as well as rider accessories, but they also offer services such as repairs, performance upgrades, and vintage restorations. Sportique team has a deep passion and knowledge of the industry, which they translate into their customer service. With only one scooter business in Boulder County, Sportique has major growth potential. Currently, their market includes Boulder locals who have money to spend on new scooters to use recreationally on the weekends. They have disposable incomes and love the chance to get outside and ride when they are not working. The untapped target market that we are proposing to aim at is the CU student body. This market would mostly buy used scooters as a means for transportation, but also recreationally. Overall, the families of CU students are wealthier and have money to spend on their children, since our tuition is high for both in-state and out-of-state. Boulder itself ranks number 1 in most expensive cities in Colorado, making these students want to find a cheaper option to get around. The parking passes on campus for the year are pricey at $442, but the motorcycle or scooter pass is only $116 for the year. Also, mopeds give students the opportunity to get around fast at a cheap price with tanks that last over 100 miles. Boulder itself is 25 miles of proximity, with most students only traveling the distance from east to west campus toward the Hill area. Mopeds give these students that extra 20 minutes of time to get ready for class or seeing their friends when otherwise they would be walking. Let's look at Michael and Jacob, who are 21-year-olds attending the University of Colorado, Boulder. They enjoy traveling to and from class and around Boulder with ease, especially on days with great weather. They want the chance to commute at a cheap price, but also in a way that gives them a thrill. They are extroverts with a wide range of friends who are all jealous of their mopeds.
Now we're going to be talking about some IMC objectives.
We have carefully developed 3 IMC objectives that will effectively transform our recommended target market into a majority of Sportique consumers. Highlighting our 3 objectives starts with increasing brand awareness among CU students by 30%. Mopeds can add a great deal of value to a student's life, but many are unaware of Sportique's presence. Secondly, we recommend building a community among CU scooter riders by starting a CU Moped Club that is closely affiliated with Sportique. Lastly, incentivizing word-of-mouth marketing will be a critical aspect to obtaining a larger market share of CU students. Now let's dive into objective number 1, Sportique goes to college. This objective has the overarching purpose to increase brand awareness among CU students by 30%, and we recommend a combination of 2 strategies to achieve this goal. The first, by bringing Sportique to campus and setting up a custom Sportique booth at the UMC with multiple scooters, gear, and stickers during both Welcome Week in August and Parents Weekend in October. The booth will be ran by one of Sportique's sales personnel and a general manager to be able to effectively represent Sportique's brand and answer any questions students may have. Welcome Week will be effective because everyone is traveling to the UMC to get their books, therefore there will be a high amount of foot traffic. Additionally, incoming freshmen and transfer students are vulnerable to purchases like this because they are settling into their new homes and looking for ways to improve their new lifestyle. We also believe that Parents Weekend will be effective because a majority of students are still reliant on their parents for financial stability, therefore making their parents the decision makers in purchases like this. When parents are visiting their students, they are generally in a good mood and are already spending money on their kids by going shopping, getting students groceries, and exploring what Boulder has to offer. Having scooters on display will no doubt bring potential customers to the tent, and as a majority of other vendors during these pop-up tent events have subpar displays. Overall, the strategy will put the product face and center to the exact target market at the right time and the right place. The second strategy we will use to achieve this goal of increasing brand awareness among CU students will involve the use of paid social media advertisements on Instagram and Facebook. With social media advertising, we can closely define our target market and run various forms of advertising. We first suggest running brand ads to students that are living on or near the CU Boulder campus that are focused on introducing who and what Sportique is. After those ads have run for a period of time and have attracted new visitors and followers to Sportique's social media pages, it's time for retargeting. We recommend retargeting ads to the exact same audience, but this time to be more focused on specific products and services that Sportique has to offer. all while using A/B testing method to maximize ad reach, engagement, and costs. In order for a consumer to truly become aware of a brand, they must see a meaningful advertisement multiple times. The combination of in-person pop-up tents and social media advertising will work flawlessly together and increase the amount of touch points students have with the brand, resulting in an overall increase of Sportique's brand awareness with the CU student population. The second IMC objective Sportique should set out to introduce is the CU Sportique Society, a CU Boulder club dedicated to bringing together students that share a common passion for mopeds. The purpose of this objective is to build a community of CU moped riders and associate Sportique with these members to increase brand loyalty. The club could meet bi-weekly and put on multiple group rides to various locations around town, much like Boulder Thursday night bike cruise rides. CU Boulder has over 380 different clubs, but nothing quite like this. Since Sportique has no direct competition in Boulder, it's recommended that Sportique sponsors this club and offers discounts on parts, services, and gear towards its members. Not only will this add to word-of-mouth marketing, but it will position Sportique as a primary source of contact for all things moped and really drive home that brand loyalty. Sportique would also have the ability to offer an unpaid internship position to the director of this club and as a Sportique brand representative. This would better associate Sportique with the members of the club and also allow for this representative to be a knowledgeable source of information to its members. This club can be promoted throughout various efforts including social media and on-campus flyers distributed through campus buildings and dorms. Overall, a CU Boulder Moped Club closely associated with Sportique would develop a sense of community and increase Sportique's brand loyalty.
Our third objective is called Sportique's Mopeds, or in other words, increasing the amount of mopeds you see on the road around campus and in the Boulder County. The purpose of this objective is to incentivize our word-of-mouth advertising via rebates. In today's society, word-of-mouth advertising is still the most powerful factor contributing to a brand's growth. We will do this by giving current customers a good deal on a previous purchase or new purchase if they refer a friend and or those that live in or near Boulder County. The same idea can be applied to other Sportique locations as well. We want to specifically target CU Boulder students as well as the Boulder County locals. At Sportique, they want to make every customer part of a community rather than just using them to make a target sales quota within their fiscal calendar. It is a feeling of belonging when purchasing a product from Sportique. So with this objective, we will convince the target audience by offering discounts for members of CU Sportique Society, and when you refer a friend to purchase a moped, you get a rebate. This word-of-mouth advertising will overall increase sales in the long run for Sportique.
Now we're going to be talking about our media mix and our communications plan.
We recommend focusing 25% of effort on the back to school campaign, 23% on the Parents Weekend campaign, 20% of effort on social media, 20% on the CU Moped Club, and focusing 12% of effort on on-campus advertising. We are recommending spending the most effort on the back to school campaign because we believe it's the perfect time to capture the attention of freshmen and their parents. The Parents Weekend campaign is also a great time for reaching the CU student body and their parents. 20% of effort should be focused on social media because we believe this is a tool that Sportique isn't currently taking full advantage of, and there is a lot of room for growth. We also think that 20% of effort should be spent on implementing and running the CU Moped Club because it is a great way to build a community and promote Sportique. Lastly, we recommend focusing 12% of effort on on-campus advertising since this is simply just placing flyers throughout campus during the year. We recommend that Sportique utilizes a pulsing strategy in which promotional efforts are increased during certain times of the year since moped riding is weather dependent. During August, you want to run the back to school campaign a week before classes start and start advertising the CU Moped Club. In September, you want to keep advertising the CU Moped Club via social media and on campus. And then in October, run the Parents Weekend campaign the first week of October, and keep advertising the CU Moped Club and Sportique. November to February, just keep active on social media since people really aren't going to be out riding their mopeds during that time because it's so cold. But then during March to May, when people start riding again, just really pump out that on-campus advertising and CU Moped Club. As for the budget, for the back-to-school campaign, you're going to be spending a decent amount of money because this is what you want to focus most of your effort on. So you want to buy a custom Sportique canopy tent that can be used at all future promotional events, and that'll cost $160. And then you need to buy a CU Boulder vendor pass, which you can use for 1 month for a total of $60. And then you need to pay an employee to work the booth, and that'll be a total of $600 because it's 8 hours a day for 5 days with a pay of $15 an hour. As for on-campus advertising, I'm going to do custom flyers and posters that are 6 cents per flyer. For 2,000 flyers, it's $120. And then you need to pay the employee again for a total of $210 to ride through campus on a Sportique moped for advertising twice a month for 7 months. For the Parents Weekend campaign, you also need to buy another CU Boulder vendor pass, which is $60. You can use the tent you already have. Then you need to pay an employee to work the booth for 8 hours per day for 3 days, and that's $360. For social media, just Instagram and Facebook ads, the cost is $7 per 1,000 impressions. And we want to aim for about 40,000 impressions over the span of a few months for a total of $280. As for the CU Moped Club, we want to do some more social media advertising, which was already accounted for in the social media above, and then also some more flyers and posters around campus for a total of $30. And then for the discounts offered during campaigns, which is a 10% off purchase, the average price of a scooter is $3,000. So the missed out profit is $300 per scooter. And we think with all of our promotional efforts, you guys will be able to sell 15 mopeds at least for all the efforts. So the total cost from the first part is $1,880 plus a $4,500 loss of profit from the scooter discounts for a total cost of $6,300. But the expected revenue is $40,500.
Thank you for watching our IMC project pitch. We hope some of the ideas that we have brought up throughout the course of this project can spark ideas for future growth in Sportique in the college community through the CU students.